Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a first impressions for you on the new collaboration between Too Faced and Kat Von D, the Better Together set palette thing. I know I consider it a palette, but it comes with a couple of other full-size products, and so I have not swatched any of this. So I wanted to do a first impressions with you so that we could see what the shades look like, see what they feel like, and see if it's worth the price tag of $65, which I thought was a little bit steep, but I know it has a couple of full-size products that already, I think, amount to about like $44, not including the palette. So let's go ahead and jump right into this to see what it includes and see if it's worth the $65. Okay, so the box comes like this. It's very large. It's larger than what I had thought it was going to be, and the back has the picture of everything it comes with. Let me read to you what the back says. It says, "This impossible collaboration began with an authentic friendship between the two founders, Kat and Jared, who love, respect, and celebrate one another, realizing they are more alike than they are different. They have created a collection that proves nobody has to fail in order for you to succeed. Dozens of secret meetings and social media leaks later, the wait is finally over. Kat Von D's signature bold, edgy beauty meets Too Faced's unabashedly pink, pretty style in this must-have eye set." So let's go ahead and take a look, see what's inside, swatch these colors, and see how nice they perform. So this is what it looks like. Now I have taken it out of the box, I just haven't swatched anything. But let me take out everything so that I can get rid of this. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the non-palette items. So first of all, it comes with a full-size Better Than Sex mascara that looks like this, and so it's the mascara that I have been using. I'm not going to open it because I don't know if you've seen the bristles, but it's kind of like an hourglass shape. Don't want to open it because I'm still working on the last one, but I feel like this one flakes a lot into my eyes, and I wear contact lenses, so sometimes during the day it is really uncomfortable, and so on its own I would not repurchase this mascara for that reason, but it came in the set, so I will put it to good use. The other is the Kat Von D tattoo liner that looks like this. It's got the felt tip up here, and it's nice and precise. And I do have several of these just because I feel like they include these in a lot of sets, and a lot of the Sephora favorite sets, and then minis as point perks and things like that. So I do have quite a few, and this is not my go-to liner because I cannot seem to wing out my liner with this one. I have to use a slanted brush, and for that reason I use the Tarteist clay liner in the little squeezy tube. So this really only gets used when I'm going to do a liner with no wing. So this doesn't get a whole lot of use on my end. So I could have done without both of these. I would have preferred either other products or just not at all, and then just bring down the price on the palette. But anyways, that's what it came with. And then we get into the palette, which is the most exciting to everybody. This is what it looks like. You've got the Kat Von D side, you've got the Too Faced side. There's a magnet down the middle, and they come apart. So I have seen quite a few people review this. I've seen or read a few reviews on Sephora.com, and I've heard people say that this is just not the most practical because in order to use one, you've got to pull it apart. I don't mind that because I like there are so many ordinary palettes that, you know, the lid opens up or whatever, and so I like it when things like this are released because it's unique and it's not something that I have in my collection. So I don't mind it at all. I like it. I think this is a really interesting concept. Now I will also say that it makes me wonder if this is the first of several collaborations between Kat Von D and Too Faced, because once you separate them, it does say Volume 1. So here you go. You see how this one, let's see. This one says Volume 1 right here, and this one says Volume 1 up here. So I'm pretty certain that means that there is going to be more that we're going to see as far as collaboration between these two. So let's go ahead and take a look real quick at the front of this. Very Too Faced, very girly. It has the bird, it has the roses, the tree. It's really pretty. And then you've got the Kat Von D side, which is the traditional black and silver, and it's got the leaves and the roses. It's really, really nice. So let's go ahead and start with the Too Faced side. So you open it up like this, and it opens up into the shape of a heart. You have a little note from Jared right here, and then you've got 6 shades over on this side. So I feel like Too Faced has been releasing so much lately that it's really now hard for them to come out with truly unique shades because it almost seems like they're repeating themselves. And so I already see a couple in here that I probably would not get a whole lot of use of. But let me go ahead and swatch these for you. I have not swatched them at all, so let's see what they look like. And yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, so the first four are BFF, Lovely, Friendspiration, and Heart of Gold. Now this one looks really nice. It's like an olive shade. I will say these two swatched very, very nicely, very soft. These two are matte and they swatched very powdery, very, very chalky, and this one hardly has any pigmentation. That's what they look like there. So obviously the first two hardly show up, especially this one right here, which was Lovely. That's that pastel pink. It just really does not even show up at all. And then the two more satiny, shimmery shades up here have more pigmentation. That Friendspiration, that brown coppery color, has the most pigmentation of all. But that's those four right there. The last two on the Too Faced side are Power Couple and Better Together. And Power Couple is a brown with gold, like really microfine glitter, but it's that glitter that's loose that if you were to kind of tap your brush, the glitter would fall off and you'd just be left with this pigment. And so that's what that consistency is like. But here is what they look like. So at least as far as pigmentation goes, it is pretty good on pigmentation. I won't say that those two were the softest, most buttery shades I've ever felt. And so if I had to pick two best performers, I guess, out of this side, it would be the Friendspiration and Heart of Gold, which are the two satiny, shimmery shades. So right there, those two right there are probably the ones that perform the best as far as a first impression goes. The rest I am not super crazy about. And so when I first opened it and saw the colors, I figured that I'd be more thrilled about the Kat Von D side than I would the Too Faced side. So let's go ahead and swatch this side. And there's a color in here that I just am really dying to swatch. But this is what it looks like. Also 6 shades, kind of lined up differently in your traditional Kat Von D squares like she usually does. And so there looks to be 3 matte and 3 kind of satiny, shimmery shades. So let's go ahead and swatch the first 3. And already I can tell you these are very buttery, very, very smooth, complete opposite of what the Too Faced side was. So there's the first 3, the top 3. It's called Yours, Darling, and Por Vida. And Por Vida is a matte. And yes, these swatch very, very, very nicely. These are 100 times better than the other side. So that's what those look like. Here are the second set. This is Devotion, Swoon, and Lovestruck. Devotion is a little bit chalky, and a lot of black shades are. Those are just hard to get really buttery and smooth. This is the one I was most excited about, and it looks like it is going to be a true red. I'm very excited about that. And then this one is Lovestruck, and it was a little bit chunkier, a little bit grittier. It still looks like it's going to be nice, but it did have a more like a grittier consistency. That red, I'm just going to tell you, this red shade is worth every cent of this whole set. If you only buy the set for this one shade, I have nothing like this in my collection. Here's what it looks like. It is a true red. I don't have any kind of true red in my collection. That's really, really nice. This one is also really nice, that grittier one. It's almost like a duochrome. It's kind of like a pink, a peach, but kind of with a pink shift. It's really, really nice. But this one right here is everything. Also, once you open this up, I don't know if I showed, it also opens like a heart, and there is like a little letter from Kat Von D to kind of her fans, and also talking, you know, to Jared. It's really, really, really nice. They really personalized it, and they made it, you know, they made it special, obviously. The trim on this one is silver, and it says Kat Von D and Too Faced. And this trim on this side is gold. It also says Kat Von D and Too Faced. So again, I am very, very happy with the packaging. I love that it separates. I love that you can piece it back together. I think that makes it really, really nice. So again, here's what that looks like. And they just clasp back into place. It's really, really cool. So, I mean, it is larger, and it's one of those things that because it's a little bit bulkier and different in shape, it's harder to store away in a nice organized fashion. But this is kind of like that metal matte palette by Kat Von D that came out for the holidays. I know a lot of people were kind of turned off by the size because it was just so big. I loved it, and I think that these kind of out of the ordinary things make a makeup collection fun, because you're already going to have a ton of the ordinary size and shapes of eyeshadow palettes. So it's kind of nice to have those different things in your collection that make it unique. And I think the packaging is really, really great on this. And as far as the quality of the product, not crazy about this side. I'd probably use 2 out of those 6 shades. I would probably use all of the shades on the Kat Von D side. I think we all know and love Kat Von D products, or her eyeshadows are usually spot on, they're very consistent, and this red shade is amazing. So I think this is worth it for this. If you are into these 2 products because you use these on the regular, this is an incredible deal for you. I don't tend to use these, so I had purchased it mainly for this, but I do think it's worth it. If you're not going to use these and you don't care about the packaging on this, then it may not be for you, just because 12 shadows you expect to get for $65, you do expect to get a little bit better quality. I mean, this is really the side that would need more quality, but I'm not disappointed on the Kat Von D side. That one really was worth it to me. So I hope y'all enjoyed this first impression video. Let me give you the verse of the day before I let you go. Today comes from Psalm 143:8, and it says, "Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, for I have put my trust in you." Guys, I hope y'all had a great New Year's. I hope it started off on the right foot. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, and this way you're notified of any future videos that I post, and this way we can go through all the makeup releases of 2017 together. Please hit like if you enjoyed this first impression video and want to see more of them, and you can follow me on Instagram at Michelle's Glamour. I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.